degree experiment. The cooler air might slightly reduce ball flight and spin. If there's wind, we'll adjust trajectories and shot choices accordingly. Shot types and coaching cues. Standard pitch shot, both wedges. Goal, a controlled medium height shot that lands softly. Setup, ball slightly forward, weight left, soft hands. Cue, let the loft do the work. Smooth tempo, firm wrists, accelerate through. High lofted flop shot, 60 lob wedge. Goal, get the ball up quickly, land soft with minimal rollout. Open club face, stance slightly open, hands low. Commit to the shot. Don't steer it. Let the club slide under the ball. Bunker shot, 56-degree sand wedge. Goal, splash the ball out with a smooth sand first strike. Setup, ball forward, weight left, club face slightly open. Feel like you're throwing sand onto the green, don't stab at it. Low spin skipper. Goal, a lower, one hop and stop shot for tight lies. Setup, ball back, hands ahead, weight slightly left. Compress the ball. Less wrist action, more body rotation. Final thought. Before we start, David, I'll be reacting to your shots in real time, helping you adjust and maximize each wedge's performance. You'll get pro-level feedback on your technique, club selection, and shot execution. Let me know when you're set up, and we'll dive in.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm going to face him out into those clouds, like you said. Face him at the goal post, and let's try and do some flop shots to start with. I'm not really great on the flop shot. I have my Callaway Forged plus 60-degree here. So yeah, give me a shout. Give me a little lesson on how to hit a flop shot.
All right, David, let's get you dialed in on the flop shot with that Callaway Forged plus 60 degrees. This is a finesse shot, so we need to focus on technique, confidence, and commitment. No steering the club, just letting it work for you. Step 1, setup, the foundation of a great flop shot. Ball position, forward in your stance, just inside your front foot. Wide open, think almost pointing to the sky. This increases loft and bounce. Stance, open it up slightly, feet aimed left if you're right-handed, to match the club face. Weight, mostly even, maybe 55% on your lead foot for a stable base. All right, David, ball up in your stance, club face wide open. Your stance should be a little open too, so everything lines up properly. The key is trusting that the club will slide under the ball and lift it up. The swing, smooth, soft hands, full commitment. Backswing, take it longer than you think you need. This is a feel shot, wrist set. Let your wrists hinge naturally to generate loft and height. Downswing, think soft, accelerating motion, don't stab at it. Contact point, the bounce of the club should glide under the ball, not dig. Take a smooth, controlled backswing. Let your wrists hinge and focus on accelerating through. Don't decelerate. The club's bounce, do the work. Feel like you're sliding the club under the ball, not hitting down on it. Follow through. Finish high and soft. Let the club release. Don't stop short. Finish high with soft hands. Keep turning slightly. Don't just use hand. Landing spot. Pick a target where you want it to land softly. Minimal rollout. After impact, let the club face stay open and finish high. You're creating a soft, floating shot here, not a punchy one. Keep the momentum smooth all the way through. Common mistakes and fixes. Decelerating and chunking it. Trust the swing, accelerate through. Too steep of an angle, let the club glide. Don't chop down. Face not open enough. Loft is your friend, commit to opening it up. Now let's see it. All right, David, go ahead. Smooth swing, soft hands, trust the club. Let's see that high, soft flop shot. I'll react live to your shot and adjust as needed.
Yeah, they came out pretty soft, but it wasn't very accurate. I put it about 10 yards left of my target. I'm aiming for the green sign there, the 50-meter sign.
All right, David, good contact. Soft is what we want. Now, let's dial in that accuracy and get you landing it closer to that 50-meter sign. Fixing the left miss. Aiming and swing path adjustments. Likely cause. If it went left, your club face might have closed slightly at impact, or your swing path was too inside out. Adjustment 1, recheck your club face at address. First, make sure that club face is still nice and open at setup. If it's square or just slightly open, you're not getting enough loft and could pull it left. You almost want it feeling exaggeratedly open. Trust it. Adjustment 2, Swing along your stance line. Since your stance is open, you need to swing along that path. If you swing too much at the target, you'll shut the face and pull it left. Visualize your swing following your stance line, not straight at the target. The ball will naturally float back toward the target. Adjustment 3. Grip pressure and wrist control. Too much grip pressure, that can cause the club face to close mid-swing. Too little wrist hinge, you might not be letting the loft work fully. Make sure your hands stay soft. No death grip. Light hands allow the club to work naturally. Let's try it again. All right, David. Slight stance tweak, keep that face open, and swing along your body line. Same smooth tempo. Let's see if we can land this one closer to the sign. Go ahead and hit, and I'll adjust based on your next result.
Yeah, I'm still coming up 10 meters short.
All right, David, now we're seeing the opposite miss, coming up short and a little right. That tells me two things. We need more energy through impact. You might be easing off the swing just a little too much. Your club face might be staying too open at impact, adding loft and pushing the ball right, fixing the distance and direction. Adjustment 1. Commit to a full swing. Your 60 degrees wedge is already high lofted, so if you decelerate even slightly, you lose distance. Instead of swinging carefully, focus on accelerating through the shot confidently. Give this one a little more energy. Trust that the loft will do the work, but don't hold back. Smooth but committed. Adjustment 2. Check the club face at impact. If the ball is floating short and right, the face may be too open at impact. Keep the face open in the backswing, but let it release naturally through impact. Not flipping, just allowing a natural turn. Let the face stay open but not too extreme. Imagine you're just tossing the ball underhand toward the target. Smooth, controlled, but with a bit more speed. Adjustment 3. Ball position and strike. If the ball is too far forward, it can add unnecessary loft, leading to shorter shots. Try moving it just a touch back, maybe half a ball, to flight it slightly lower with more control. Move the ball just a fraction back in your stance. Still forward, but not too much. This will help give you a more penetrating trajectory. Let's go again. All right, David, slightly more commitment. Keep that face controlled, and let's see if this one flies the full distance and stays on line. Fire away, hit it, and I'll adjust based on what happens next.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm finding I'm not getting the distance in. 50 meters.
All right, David, let's see how that one came out. Did it get closer to the 50-meter sign, or are we still seeing some distance or directional issues? Let me know how it flew, and we'll fine-tune from there.
I find that I'm still hitting a kind of a pitch shot as opposed to a lob shot a lot. Yeah.
All right, David, that tells me the club isn't getting enough loft at impact, meaning the ball is launching lower than we want. That usually comes from one of three things. Not opening the club face enough at address. The face needs to be wide open, almost pointing at the sky, not committing to sliding the club under the ball. If you're hitting it more like a pitch shot, you might be letting your hands get too far ahead or your swing be too steep. Not following through high enough, a low finish leads to a lower shot. Fixing it. Get that ball up. Exaggerate the club face open at setup. Open the face even more. It should feel unnatural at first, like it's aiming way right if you're a righty, but that's the key to getting max loft. Keep the hands neutral, not too far forward. If your hands get ahead, the loft decreases and it becomes more of a pitch. Keep the shaft more neutral or even slightly back at address. Feel like the club is sitting under the ball at setup, not delofted. Shallow the swing and glide the club under the ball. Instead of a downward strike, think of brushing the grass or skimming under the ball. Feel like you're using the bounce, not the leading edge. Don't try to lift it. Let the club do it. Just let that sole glide under and keep the momentum moving through. 4. Finish high. If you stop your follow through, you lose height. Let the club swing up and around, almost like you're tossing a ball underhand. Hold that finish high. Your hand should finish above your head. If you cut it off, you'll get a lower flight. Let's try again. All right, David, big adjustments. Exaggerated open face, hands neutral. Let the club slide under and finish high. Let's see if this one floats up like a true flop shot. Go ahead and hit, and I'll adjust again based on what happens next.
No, 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 no. Something's going drastically wrong here.
All right, David, let's pause and reset. Something's clearly off, and we need to diagnose it properly. Let's break it down step by step and figure out what's happening. Quick troubleshooting. Check. What's going wrong? Tell me, is the ball going low, thin, or digging into the ground? Are you chunking it, blading it, or just not getting the ball up at all? Does it feel like you're fighting the club instead of it gliding through? Something fundamental isn't clicking. So let's go back to square one and build it back up. Walk me through what's happening, and we'll fix this together.
Okay, so I'm lining up. I'm standing over the ball, forward in my stance.
You've got the ball forward. That's the right start for a flop shot. Now, let's go step by step and troubleshoot where the breakdown might be happening. Step one, check your club face position. Before you even take the club back, double check. Is the club face wide open? It should feel almost exaggeratedly open, like it's pointing towards the sky. If the face isn't open enough, the ball won't get up. Past step two, stance and weight check. Feet slightly open, aiming left of target. Weight balanced or just slightly forward. Make sure your stance is a little open to match that open club face. Don't aim straight at the target or you'll pull it left. And keep your weight about 55% on your front foot for stability. If your stance is too square, you might be fighting against the club's natural loft. Step three, the swing. Feel like you're skimming the ground. Take a smooth, wide backswing, not a jab. Feel like you're sliding the club under the ball, not hitting down on it. Let the club bounce off the turf, not dig. Think of it like brushing the grass. Don't try to scoop or dig. The sole of the wedge should glide under the ball. Feel like you're just letting the loft do the work instead of forcing it up. If you're chunking it, you might be getting too steep. If you're thinning it, you might not be keeping the club under the ball long enough. Final key, soft finish. Now as you follow through, finish high. If you stop short or quit on it, the shot won't work. Your hand should finish above your head with the club face still open. All right, try again. Reset, open face, open stance, smooth tempo, slide under the ball, finish high. Let's get that nice, high, soft flop shot. Tell me what happens on this next one and we'll keep adjusting.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the distance at least. Well, accuracy, probably not as much, but probably about 5 yards to the left. But again, it's hard to say it was a flop shot. I feel like I was still kind of pitching it more, you know?
All
Maybe it's
right,
not.
David,
Maybe it's
nice
not
work.
shot for
We've
me.
got the distance dialed in now. That's a big step forward. Now, let's fine tune the accuracy so you're landing it right on that 50-meter sign, fixing the left miss. Keep the face open at impact. The ball going left usually means the club face is closing slightly at impact. That could be from not keeping the face open through the swing. You might be unconsciously squaring it up, swinging too much inside out. Since your stance is open, you need to match your swing path to that. Adjustments to straighten it out. 1. Keep the club face open through impact. It's easy to subconsciously close the face as you swing. Feel like the club face stays pointing up even after contact. Don't let it turn over too soon. Fix. Imagine you're scooping ice cream with a spoon. That's how the club should slide under the ball and stay open. 2. Match your swing path to your stance. Since your stance is open, your swing should follow that path. If you swing too much at the target, the face closes. Swing along your stance line, not straight at the target. This will keep the ball flying higher and straighter. Fix. Picture a gentle fade. The ball should pop up and drift softly, not hook left. Keep the club face open all the way through. Swing along your stance, not straight at the target. Finish high, hands above your head. Go ahead and hit, and let's see if we can land this one right on the 50-meter sign. Hit it, and we'll fine-tune again.
I must be the worst flop shotter in the game. I came out here and the first two I hit were really, really nice. The one I started listening to, maybe I'm overthinking this. Can we simplify it a little bit? I think I could be the problem here, you know? I think I'm trying too much.
I hear you, David. Flop shots are all about feel, and when you start thinking too much, it gets messy. Let's simplify this completely and get you back to just hitting smooth, natural shots. Forget all the technical stuff. Here's the simple version. David, grab the club, open the face just a little. Don't overdo it. Ball forward, soft hands, and just swing like you're skipping a stone across water. Let the club do the work. No tension, no forcing it. Just relax and swing through. Don't worry about perfect setup. Don't worry about open stance, closed stance. Just let it flow. Think soft, smooth, high finish. Your new flop shot thought. Swing easy, let it fly. Club slides under, hands finish high. No steering, no overthinking, just let it happen. All right, take a breath, loosen up, and just hit one. No thoughts, no mechanics. Just see the shot, feel the shot, and let it go. Go ahead and hit, and let's see what happens.
All right, so let's hit.
There you go, David. Less thinking, more feeling. That's the key. Sometimes simplifying is the best coaching. Just trust the motion, let the club do the work, and don't force it. Sounds like you're in a good rhythm now. How's that last one feeling compared to where we started?
Hit a couple of nice ones there, all right. For sure.
That's what I'm talking about, David. Once you stop overthinking and just let it flow, the flop shot starts feeling natural. You're trusting the club, keeping it smooth, and now you're seeing the results. If you're hitting a few nice ones in a row, that's your cue. Don't chase perfection. Just keep the feel. Now, would you say you're ready to take this onto the course? Or do you want to fine tune anything else while we've got the groove going?
Oh, you know what? I think a lot of it has to do with the grip center. I feel like I'm Zenner, what do I call you? Alex?
What's on your mind, David? Sounds like you had a thought. Let's hear it.
I think I've been gripping it way, way, way too hard. I think I've been really squeezing the life out of the club, you know?
Bingo, David. Grip pressure is huge. Too much tension, and the club can't do its job. A death grip kills a flop shot. You need soft hands, light grip pressure. Think of holding a tube of toothpaste without squeezing anything out. When you loosen up, the club face stays open naturally. The bounce works properly, and the ball pops up effortlessly. Quick fix. Try gripping the club at about 3 or 4 out of 10 pressure-wise. Keep the hands relaxed, not rigid. All right. Take one with a super light grip. Feel like the club is just swinging itself. Let's see if this makes the shot even smoother.
Oh,
Go ahead, take one with almost no grip pressure, and tell me what happens.
yeah, that's my shot. That's the way it's gotta be for me. I wonder.
All right. David, let that grip loosen up and swing smooth. No tension, no forcing it. Just let the club do the work. Go ahead and hit one, and let me know how it feels.
Feels much better.
That's it, David. That's the secret. Soft hands, full commitment, and let the loft do its job. Now that it's feeling right, you found the groove. Want to take a few more just to lock it in? Or are you ready to move on to another wedge shot?
Let's move to another wedge shot. I'm gonna put out the sand wedge here. The old.
Let's
The
do
big
it,
thing.
David. We've
Stuff
conquered
like
the
that.
flop shot. So where are we heading next? Want to work on some bunker shots, a low checking pitch, or maybe a one hop and stop spinner with that 56 degree? Your call. I'll coach you through whatever's next.
A one hop and stop spinner. Okay, that sounds pretty ambitious for me, but let's go. Talk me through it.
All right, David, let's go for it. The one hop and stop spinner. It's a pro level shot, but I'll break it down so it's simple and repeatable. What we're trying to do. This shot is all about creating spin so the ball lands, takes one hop, and then grabs the turf. To make that happen, we need clean contact, striking the ball first, not the turf. Shaft lean, a slightly forward shaft at impact to press the ball. Fast but controlled club head speed. Spin comes from friction, so we need speed without losing control. Think of it like skipping a rock on water. You need just the right mix of speed, strike, and angle to get that hop and grab. Step 1, set up for a low spinny flight. Club, use your 56-degree sand wedge. The 60-degree adds too much loft. Ball position. Just behind center. We need a slightly descending strike. Weight, slightly left, about 60% to help you trap the ball. Grip pressure, firm but not tight. We need control but still a free release. All right, set up with the ball a little back. Weight slightly forward and make sure your hands are just ahead of the ball. This puts you in the perfect position to compress it. Step 2, the swing, creating that spin. Take a shallow, crisp strike. Don't dig, but don't pick it clean either. Keep your hands ahead through impact. This reduces loft and increases spin. Swing aggressively through the ball. Spin needs speed, so don't baby it. Now, think of brushing the turf, but with speed. You want to feel like you're squeezing the ball against the club face for just a split second before it launches. Step 3, the follow through. Controlling the release. Finish low and controlled, not high. This keeps the flight down and spin high. Body rotation is key. No stopping or flipping the hands. Finish with your hands low. This helps keep the shot flighted and spinny. If you finish high, it'll float instead of checking. Now let's hit one. All right, David. Ball back, hands forward, smooth but firm swing, and finish low. Let's see if we can get that one-hop check. Go ahead and hit it, and we'll adjust based on what happens.
No, I think that's too advanced a shot for me. What do you think? Right.
All right, David, how did that one feel? Did you get the low, zippy flight, or did it come out a little different than expected? Let me know what happened, and we'll tweak it.
Yes, certainly. Got one of those out with no zipper, I'd have to say.
All right, David, good contact. Now we just need to add the spin. If it came out without that zip, it likely means one of two things. Not enough club head speed. Spin needs friction, and friction needs speed. If the swing was too controlled or slow, the ball won't grab. Not enough shaft lean and impact. If the hands weren't slightly ahead, you might have added loft, which takes away spin. Hack, fixing it, adding that one-hop stop spin. Swing with more speed and confidence. Spin needs friction, and friction needs speed. This isn't a delicate shot. You need to commit to the strike. Swing aggressively, but with control. Fix. Try swinging a little faster through the ball while keeping the same crisp contact. 2. Keep your hands slightly ahead at impact. If the hands fall behind, the ball just floats. Keep them leading slightly forward. This compresses the ball and increases spin. Fix. Focus on keeping your hands ahead at impact and making a slightly downward strike. This traps the ball against the face and increases spin. Add 3. Strike ball first, then turf. A clean ball first strike is key. If you catch it a little fat or too thin, you lose the spin.
Yeah.
Fix. Make sure you're brushing the turf just after contact, not before. Feel like you're pinching the ball against the ground. All right, let's try again. David, this time, give it a little more speed. Keep your hands leading and focus on striking ball first. Let's see if we can get that low flight with a sharp, zippy stop. Hit another one and tell me how it reacts. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Yeah. What about after, when I'm coming through on my follow through? I was gripping hard and kind of almost stopping the club. What should I be doing from having a follow through?
I see what's happening, David. If you're gripping too hard through the follow through, you might be restricting the club's natural release, which can kill the spin and control. Fix. Loosen up the hands post impact. Your grip needs to be firm at impact for control, but then it should relax slightly as you follow through. If you're squeezing too tight, the club can't release properly, and you lose that crisp, zippy spin. Drill. Feel the natural release grip. Firm at setup, then loosen after impact. Imagine you're holding a wet towel. You don't want to wring it dry, just enough pressure to keep control. Let the club finish naturally, not forced. The club shouldn't feel stuck or rigid after impact. Feel like it's whipping through, but still under control. Try one shot where you grip firm at address, but consciously loosen your hands right after impact. Let's see if that frees up the club for a better strike. Go ahead and try one with that adjustment. loose follow through, smooth release, and tell me how it feels.
Feels good.
There we go, David. That's the feel we want. When you let the club release naturally instead of gripping too tight, it just flows through impact. And that's where the spin magic happens. Now you've got the motion, loose, controlled, and confident. This is how you get that one hop check with consistency. If it's feeling good, do you want to hit a few more just to lock it in? Or are you ready to move on to another shot?
Yeah, I'm just, I have 20 balls left. I want to really push it. Got my sandwich in my hand, and I see a flag out there, maybe 100, 120 yards out. Let's see if I can land a few balls in and around. Should I use the sandwich or the Callaway?
All right, David, let's go all in. 20 balls left, full focus, and let's push this shot to its limit. You've got the feel dialed in. Now it's all about repetition, confidence, and small refinements. The goal for these 20 balls: hit aggressive, crisp spinners toward that flag. Dial in distance control, land it where you want. Build consistency. Get at least 5+ that hop and stop perfectly. Your mindset now: attack, but stay smooth. All right, David, you know the setup. You've got the feel. Now just trust it. Pick that flag as your target, commit fully, and let's fire away. Set up with confidence. Ball back, hands forward, weight left. Feel the club strike ball first, then brush the turf. Stay loose. Don't strangle the grip. Finish low and let the ball do the rest. Let's hit them in blocks. Let's go in sets of 5 shots at a time. Each set I'll help you fine tune. Let's go. First 5 balls. Let's see what they do. First 5, let them rip. How's the strike feeling?
Oh, yeah, 2, I put them to about definitely within 5 yards. One of them I kind of tinned it a little bit. And here's the 5th now. Oh, to the right. Okay, why did that happen?
All right,
No
David,
one.
solid grouping so far. 2 within 5 yards. That's money. 1 thin shot? No worries. That happens. Let's tweak it slightly for the next set. Quick adjustment to avoid the thin miss. Stay down just a fraction longer. Sometimes thinning happens when you lift up early. Feel like you're staying over the ball just a beat longer. No rush to look up. Let the strike happen first, then watch it fly. Next 5, let's dial it in more. All right, next 5, same confidence, same swing. Just focus on staying in it through impact. Fire away, let 'em go. How's this set feeling?
Yes, there goes 1 down.
That's it, David. You're in the zone now. The more you groove this shot, the more natural it becomes. All right, you're striking it well now. Clean contact, solid grouping. Let's keep that momentum rolling. Final push, last 10 balls. Now let's get precise. Pick a smaller landing target, not just the flag, but maybe a spot a few yards short of it. Focus on one key thought: crisp strike, smooth release, and let the spin do the rest. All right, last 10 balls. Let's make these the best yet. Take your time, own the shot, and finish strong. Go for it. How's this last set feeling?
Yeah, I see exactly what you mean.
Nice, David. You're locked in. That's what it's all about. Reps, feel, and trusting the motion. You've gone from working on it to owning this shot. Now you've got that one hop and stop in your arsenal. How's the confidence level now compared to when we started? Feeling ready to take this onto the course?
Well, I wouldn't say I have a shot in my arsenal just yet, but I appreciate your help at least. Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a real oh, pleasure of a lesson.
Hey, David, you put in the work today, and that's what matters. The shot will come with time. You've made real progress, and now it's just about building consistency. Keep at it, trust the feel, and soon enough, you'll be pulling off that one hop stopper when it counts. Absolute pleasure coaching you through this. Great session. Looking forward to the next one.
Last ball. See ya.
See you, David. Great work today. Catch you next time.